Hey guys, Foxtrot here with a video on the different Lee Sin mechanics that you can be pulling off. Specifically, this video is going to show you two of those mechanics, the famous Insec play and the KickFlash mechanic, which is kind of nifty as well. Now, for the first example, I'm just going to show you the Insec play, but I'm going to run through it really slowly just to show you what actually happens. So what you want to do for Insec, basically what you do is you queue onto your target and then you put a ward behind them, you jump to that ward and you kick them back into your team. That's kind of the whole thing about the Insec, is that you're just disposing the enemy carries. So this is what happens with the Insec play. This is extremely slow. So you queue into them, you hit them, you put a ward behind them, you W onto the ward and you kick them back into your team. That in essence is what the Insec play is. Now, this is a pretty hard mechanic to pull off, and so this is what it's meant to look like in full speed. Now you'll see even when I did it then, that wasn't completely fluid. That's because this is not easy to do. It does take a bit of practice, but basically that is what you want to be doing. And just for some tips on how you can improve your Insec mechanics or how you can better learn it or put it off easier, you really do need to be smart casting that ward. You can't be fanning around with like manually putting things down, because you won't do it fast enough. The essence of the Insec is speed. You have to do it very quickly and very precise. So you need to smart cast your ward placement, you need to smart cast your jump. Also, you can keybind your ward hop or your ward positioning into a mouse button. That's a little tip which one of my friends called GripX does. And he's very good at doing this. He binds his item use onto a mouse button. So when he presses his mouse button, it smart casts the ward. So that way it's even easier for him. I personally don't do that, but that might help you out if you want to use that. Alternatively, if you're finding that insecting is too hard, then what you can do is just a simple flash kick, which is where you jump to your target and instead of putting down a ward and then jumping to that ward, you just flash behind them and kick them. That's not quite as effective, and obviously that requires you to use your flash, which is why it's not as good, but it is simpler and easier to pull off. However, what we're going to do now is called a KickFlash. I don't really know if it actually has a proper name, but it is a KickFlash. Different to what I just said now, what I was just explaining about the Insec where you flash kick. This is going to be a KickFlash. And basically this all comes down to a mechanic which is in League of Legends. And it's not really just special to Lee Sin. This just happens with every kind of champion and a lot of different skill shots. It's a very peculiar mechanic. And basically what it is if I were to walk up to Wukong here and kick him, you'll see the line, that's where he would go. However, if you cast this and then you flash, your kick will go in the direction of where you were standing after you flashed. Even though you didn't cast it after your flash, that's where they end up going. So I'm just going to demonstrate this real quick for you. So I walk up to Wukong and I kick him, and then I flash to the side, and he gets kicked in the direction that I flashed. Now you may be thinking this is not really very useful, but the reason why this is quite good, it's a very minor tip I would say, or the difference between doing a flash kick, the difference between doing a kick flash and a flash kick is very minor, but it is faster. Basically, if you flash behind them and then kick, you have to do the animation. You lose the animation when you do a kick flash, and that is the crucial thing, and that's why it is faster. You're not doing that wind up animation, so they instantly get kicked back. There's no time for them to react. So they're just the two mechanics I wanted to show you guys. You know that Lee Sin is one of the harder champions to learn, and this is why he's so fun. There are loads of different mechanics like this, and it does take a while to learn, and don't get put off if you struggle doing it, but it's really worth your time learning and worth your time mastering. So thanks very much for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. As always, you can find me on my Facebook, my Twitter. With those links will be in the description. You can catch me streaming as well, twitch.tv/Foxtrot. And subscribe if you want to see more educational League of Legends videos. But thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video.